All right, well, welcome back to the iWealth podcast, where we talk about all things that relate to your wealth. And today we're talking about IRAs, and in particular, Brad keeps talking about this backdoor IRA thing. I don't really understand it, Brad.
Yeah.
So flesh that out for me. Don't get hit by the back door, and I don't get it.
Yeah, it's this high-level advisor talk, Matt. You just got to be in the know about these.
I am clearly not in the know, and so fill me in.
Yeah, so we have IRAs, we have Roth IRAs, and a lot of people like Roth IRAs because on the premise, a Roth IRA earnings are tax-free. If you're in a tax bracket and you can afford to put $6,000 into a Roth and someday it grows to $20,000, all the earnings it made you are not taxable. Why it's growing and when you pull it out. There's no requirement to pull it out. It's a great investment. However, there's limitations. And so if you're single or you're married filing jointly, maybe it's $180,000. I mean, they're out there. We just have to figure out what those brackets are. But here's the concept. If you currently do not have an IRA, but let's say you're a high wage earner. Let's say you have a W-2 and you make $200,000 a year.
Sure.
And you cannot do a Roth IRA because you make too much money.
Yep.
But you have a 401k, that's fine.
Yep.
And you have no IRA, like no old 401k, no IRA. What you can do is you can do this backdoor Roth IRA. And so what you would do is you'd walk into my office, we'd put in $6,000 into an IRA that you cannot use as a tax-deductible IRA because you already have your 401k and you make too much. You won't be able to deduct the $6,000.
Okay.
But the same day that we put that in, we're going to do a Roth conversion and we're going to flip it over to a Roth. And there's no income taxes due on it because it's not a tax-deductible IRA. So you fund an IRA, you turn around, you flip it into a Roth IRA, and now you've got your $6,000 that's grown tax-free forever. It's called a backdoor Roth IRA. So you can't fund it front ways. You have an income limitations that limits you on putting money in. You made too much, can't do it.
Okay.
But if you don't have an IRA, then you can do this. If you have an IRA, so let's say you have a 401k that has $200,000 in it, and you have an IRA that has $50,000 in it. You can't do it because you have to convert the whole $50,000.
Sure.
That's why there's kind of this precursor that you really got to have an empty IRA or no IRA out there. And then every year you can do this. You just fund it, don't deduct the $6,000 you put in, and turn around and flip it in a Roth and get it growing tax-free.
It's totally wild.
Yeah.
Totally
It's my
wild.
magic trick, I guess.
How many people know about this, Brad?
Not enough. We probably do 5 to 10 in our office.
Every year?
Yeah. Some people can qualify just to put their own money in a Roth. Some people aren't high wage earners. Some people have a large old 401k or IRA and they can't. They're restricted to it. So there is some reasons that you can't do it.
Yeah.
But not enough people understand that it's available to them that are getting a high W-2. And so, if you're out there and you're one of those people or know somebody, send them this clip or whatever, share it with them because they should be talking to their accountant about this backdoor
and
Roth
at
IRA.
Retirement, that can grow just wildly.
Huge. And why not have a couple buckets of money? Like nobody knows for sure what the tax brackets are going to be.
Yep.
No one could sit here today and say, absolutely, you need to do this.
Yeah.
But why not have a couple different buckets of money? Some that's never going to get taxed in a Roth IRA, and some that are pre-tax that you're saving taxes on today. This just gives you to have both. You can have your 401k as pre-tax, but you can also do this backdoor.
That's a totally cool strategy.
Yeah.
Totally cool strategy.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys have questions about this type of strategy, what can happen?
Yeah, just give us a call or put some notes underneath this and we can get a hold of you or, Google it or go to your advisor and talk to them about it. But yeah, we're just here to help. So
very cool. We'll see you back here next time.
You bet.